Hello students, myself Mr. Bhushan Pawar, Assistant Professor Gaiparlim Satara. Hereby I am going to present the anti-neoplastic agent from Medicine Chemistry 2nd Unit 1st. Anti-neoplastic agent is also called as anti-cancer compounds. So cancer cells means they have lost the normal regulatory mechanism that control cell growth and multiplication. Means in our body there is abnormal and uncontrolled cell division that causes the cancer. Cancer cells are divided into two types: benign cancer and malignant cancer. Benign cancers cells or tumors they stay at the same place, while malignant cancer cells or tumor invade new tissue to set up secondary tumors. This process is called as metastasis. Means benign tumors they do not metastasis means spread into the different parts of the body, but malignant tumors it can spread into the different parts of the bodies. The agents causing cancers are called mutagens. Mostly it is chemicals. The other agents or other causes are lifestyle and different viruses. Genes that are related to cause cancers are called oncogenes, and the genes that becomes oncogenic upon mutation they are called as proto-oncogenes. Before starting the antineoplastic agent, we have to know the normal cell cycle of the body. So this is the normal cell cycle. It consists different phases like M1, G1, S phase, G2 phase. Now you see one by one. Here the first phase is G1 phase. This is the G1 phase. In this phase, cell grows in size and prepare to copy its DNA in response to various growth factors. So here the synthesis of the DNA in the G1 phase. This is S phase where the synthesized DNA undergo the replications. They copy and copying the chromosomes. Next phase is the G2 phase. In G2 phase, there is preparation of for cell division. In this phase, it check the copied DNA and repair the damaged copies. And last phase is the M phase. M phase that is the mitosis phase, in which there is formation of the mitotic spindles and it undergo the separation. After separation, there is formation of the two daughter cells. These new cells it may undergo the G1 phase, or it will undergo the G0 phase. The G0 phase is the non-proliferating phase, and some cycles they undergo the cell death. So here this is the normal cell cycle. First is G1 where the synthesis of the DNA. Next the S phase where the replication or copying of the DNA or chromosomes. Next G2 where there is the preparation of for cell division. Next last is M phase. The M phase is mitosis, and mitosis means it's separated into the two individual cells or two daughter cells. So this is the normal cell cycle of the human body. Next is the DNA bases. There are different bases of DNA: thymine, cytosine, adenine, guanine. These bases are connected or joined to each other, and there is formation of the DNA. This is the structure of or figure of double alpha helix DNA, where the base pairs are connected to each other and formation of the alpha helix structure. Next part is the causes of cancers. The main factors responsible for the cancer is mutation, chemicals, the oncogenic virus, and last is the altered gene expression. Now first reason or causes is mutation. Mutation means there is changes in the genes. The promotion or proliferation of the mutants. The changed DNA or genes, it get proliferated. Proliferated means growing when exposure to the different factor. Like it is not always chemicals. It may be a growth hormones like estrogens. Next cause is the chemicals. Chemicals, they interact with the DNA, and in this process there is generation of the free radicals which damage the DNA. Here one example, that is benzopyrene. The metabolite, this is the metabolite of benzopyrene. It interact with the guanine in the DNA, and while due to the interaction there is mutation in the DNA. Third factor is the oncogenic viruses. So the some kind of the viral DNA, when it is inserted into the host DNA, means human, it will responsible for the mutation. And last factor is alter gene expression. Alter means change in the gene expression. Incorrect expression of proto-oncogenes. Because of two reasons: increase in the expression or synthesis of oncogenes, that is increase in the production of growth factors. Growth factors that initiate the replications of the DNA. Other reason is the decrease in the expression of tumor suppressor genes, means the anti-oncogenes, which stabilize the cell growth. If their synthesis decreases, it will may cause the cancer. So here there are the four factors responsible for cancer: mutation, chemical, oncogenic virus, alter gene expression. Now we will see the cancer therapy. The main cancer therapies are: first is surgery, second is surgery means the removal of the tumor, directly removal of the tumor from the body. Second is radiation. The tumors are exposed for the different radiations, they destroy these tumors. Next, the immunological therapy, where the increase in the production of T cells, beta cells, that retard the growth of tumors. And last is the important, that is chemotherapy, means the drugs or chemicals which are used in the treatment of the cancer. So different classes. Here is the classification of chemotherapy. First is alkylating agents. It again subdivided into different class like nitrogen mustard, aziridine, aryl sulfonates. Next class is antimetabolites. It again subdivided into different types like folic acid analogs, purine analogs, pyrimidine analogs. Next agents which are used for the treatment of cancer is antibiotics. Antibiotic mostly it is anthracines like dactinomycin, doxorubicin, etc. Next is miscellaneous antineoplastic agents, means the plant product, the like vincristine, vinblastins, they are included under this. And last one is the hormones or hormonal therapy. It consists different hormones like ethinyl estradiol, megesterol. So this is the classification of the anti-cancer agent or antineoplastic agent. Thank you.